Here's our guest that we've been waiting for all week. Macy Martin has joined us.
I'm so excited. I have 2 little surprises for you guys.
Oh, she came bearing gifts for
I
us.
know, right? But gifts with a very special meaning.
Exactly.
And, you know, obviously we're going to talk all about your music in this interview, but, and we're of course going to get to Macy's toy box. But since we have these little friends right now, I feel like, you know, no better time to kick off the interview than with these. So tell us all about this.
Okay, so these are tumbles. That's what we call them. And Tumbles is a bear that we take into the children's hospitals when we go and visit with the kids. And he's kind of like Tom's Shoes. So at my shows and on my website, when people purchase him, he serves as like a 1-for-1 situation. So when they purchase him, the proceeds go immediately back into the organization to purchase another Tumbles a teddy bear and bring that toy to a child at the hospital.
Oh my God, you're cute. You can sing, and you're just like very.
Friendly.
I was trying to use Barry. I was like very friendly to
very
everyone.
hey.
You really have it all.
When did you start doing this?
So I'm an only child, and it all started when my parents came to me and were like, Macy, we've got to sit down and like go through some of these toys. We're about to have a family garage sale, and yeah, they're taking over the house. So I was like, okay. The more I sift through them, y'all, I knew, just like in the Disney movie Toy Story, that Sid, a kid like Sid, a mean kid, was gonna end up with my toys if they were sold in a garage sale specifically.
Okay, so you...
Oh yeah, so we nixed that whole idea. I was super hard-headed. I was like, Mom, Dad, like, this just isn't gonna work. I know we've gotta get rid of them, but we've gotta find another way. So we gave them to my hometown's police and fire department.
There you go.
And that, you know, a year into it, my hometown really got behind it. And then from there, I grew up as a mentee in the Miss America organization. And so I was surrounded by young women that were like super passionate about platforms and different organizations that they represented throughout their hometowns and just their states and whatnot. And so, of course, like any little kid, I wanted to be like the big girls. And I looked at my mom and my dad, and I was like, well, if they're doing that, I want to do that. And so Macy's Toy Box really got established then, and that's kind of when the whole gear shifted of like, let's work to work with children's hospitals and Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And
that's when you started singing too, right? Is through the pageant?
Yes. So I sat, because I love to sing. I was the kid that was running down the grocery store aisles, embarrassing my mom, and like she was like lost looking for me.
You couldn't have brothers and sisters though. I was gonna say, you were like 5 kids, I think, in one. Like all your ambition, your parents are probably like, okay, we will stop one and done with this girl. But no, I love it. Okay, so you started singing.
Yes, and so the Miss America organization, they called us Lone Star Princesses down in Texas, where I'm from. And as a Lone Star Princess, when the girls were getting changed backstage, in between the different elements of the competition, they were like, can you go like be the entertainment, you know, to like fill the space? And so yes, I like would sing, and I sang like The Little Mermaid, A Part of Your World, and Annie. Like I loved Annie the movie. Knew every single song. I can't say that now, but
I feel like you're like an old soul. I feel like everything you're saying, I'm just like, you are, how old are you?
I'm 20 now.
You're only 20, and you've done so much. Wow.
I know, right?
Well, big things to come.
From the Miss America, or Miss, it was Miss Texas, right?
Yes, yes.
So from the Miss Texas stage now to here, you have your new single that just came out recently. Let's talk a little bit about Take It Now and the inspiration behind that song and how it came about for you.
Yes, so Take It Now is just such a lighthearted song, but I feel like the meaning, you can really dig depth into it, and the fact that it's about relationships clearly, and that's kind of the gear toward the song of when you're at that pivotal point in the relationship, you're like just being straightforward and saying, you know what, if we're gonna do this, like let's do it, let's jump all in. But for me, like I think it's really great for people to also take that as in another light and also apply that to life, because there's so many times that we sit and we're like, we want to do this, or I want to do this, but I don't know. And it's like, if you can't live your life without that, or you can't see yourself not doing that, then go for it. Like take that moment and take it now, you know. So that's kind of like how I also, you know, look at it and stuff.
It's all about the now, living in the moment, the present.
I just got the chills because like that means like a text is being sent after this episode. Like just do it. I feel inspired.
Exactly. Well, I'm glad, because that's what it's supposed to do.
Well, we'll let you know the outcome of the text message for sure. But no, it's true though. I mean, why not? What do you have to lose? They don't respond.
Exactly.
It happens. Well, we're still sitting here today, so you'll be okay. I love it. Now, is this about any relationship in particular for you, or just something you like to live every
Something I like to live by, because your girl is single as a Pringle.
Oh, girl, we gotta pull up another chair for you can be our co-host.
Yeah.
We talk all about it every day.
We just know it so well, you know? It's just that life.
It's a life.
I don't know any other life. Like, it's okay.
But you're very focused with your music,
Right.
obviously.
Exactly.
And you're still a student, right?
I am.
So you're balancing everything. You're going to school in Nashville,
Yes,
right?
I attend Belmont University, studying music business with a legal emphasis. So yes, like
And
between
she's
the
smart.
No one will be able to pull anything over you because you know, not only the music side, but the business side as well.
Yes,
What?
we like that.
And I love that too, that you have this passion and you're living it out, but you stayed in school, and that's something we tell everyone that stay in school, stay in school. Now, why was that important to you? Was something your parents instilled within you, or was this something that you just felt necessary?
I truly am such a nerd, y'all. Like, I enjoy it so very much. But also, my dad, both of his parents were school teachers in a very small town in Arkansas. And so just really the value of education is just so instilled in me. And truly, it really is true that out of everything in life, because you can be up here and then down here the next day, but your knowledge and what you know, nobody can ever take that away from you. And it's, very important.
Drop the
Knowledge
mic.
is power.
Not my paper. Drop the mic.
Definitely. Okay, so take us, I want to just like your day in life in Nashville. Like when you're writing a song, where are you? Are you in the middle of the night, you roll over and you're like, I got to write this lyric down? Take us through that songwriting.
We drop the mic and the paper.
Exactly. Don't need it. Songwriting process.
Yes, absolutely. So for me, I feel like songs are like kids. Every single one is different. And so, sometimes it's like I wake up in the middle of the night and I'll roll out of bed, and I always like write notes on my iPhone notes.
Yeah.
And then I'll say, or like we'll be walking and someone will just say something, or I'll see like a billboard and I'm like, that sounds really cool. And I'll like kind of like write it down as like a potential, this could be like a line in a verse. You know, one of those things that totally just is an ear catcher, because I know when I'm listening to songs, that's one of the things for me. It's like, how do you think of that? And it's like sometimes stuff like that we don't catch because it'll just roll off of our tongues. And that's some of the other stuff. Like I'll be talking to my team or my friends and they're like, that's a good song. And it's like, well, I never even thought about that. Thanks. Like, jot it down in the iPhone now.
Is there anything that you have to have with you during a songwriting process? Like a staple, like maybe it's a candle or
superstitious
at
all.
Right, something.
Not really superstitious. I did when I was first like starting to write and stuff, I used to handwrite everything, and I don't anymore, which makes my heart sad, just because it's easier just to have it and print it off and email it and everything else and not have to worry about typing it, because college, y'all, and music, like, whew,
That's true.
time is a very limited thing.
Exactly.
But I used to handwrite everything, and it was so cool. And I still have, like, of course, my songwriting journals, and I still will, if I have an idea and I'm at home, because I keep them at home, I really don't carry them with me, because also purse space, a very limited thing.
Yep.
But I will sit and I'll do that. I'll write it home, or write it down at home, just because I also, like, again, when I'm in class, I don't really take notes with my laptop. I love to handwrite stuff, just because I think it, it sticks more in your brain. And
exactly.
It's feasible. You can touch it and you can feel it and actually interact with it in a sense.
So now I want to talk about what is next for you. You had the single that released in March, and you're here with us now, going back to Nashville. What's the next step?
So we're just continuously releasing music. We're hoping to release a new single late May, early June, right around CMA Fest.
Oh, there we go.
So
Celebrate
stay tuned with all of that.
What can we expect with that song?
So we're thinking just girl power, and we might be performing it for you. We don't know. So.
Oh, wait.
I feel like we're gonna have to reunite at CMA Fest. Is what I'm thinking.
Let's speak that to the universe. It's Earth Day. Hey, Earth out there, listen up. We definitely need to be at CMA Fest because we gotta celebrate. We gotta celebrate with her. We gotta do it. We gotta do it.
Please.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind what we're going to hear?
Yes. So I wrote this song with two guys. It's hilarious, and the fact that I wrote it with two men, because it's called Makeup, and but it's all about being yourself and the inner beauty reflected, and how you don't need makeup to be beautiful.
I don't need
it's
my
makeup.
fake eyelashes
Okay,
today.
see, I took that a different way. I thought makeup like you're making up with somebody.
No, because she said girl power.
Oh yeah,
Like-
she did say that. That is true, and that'd be an odd way of showing girl power. You are totally correct there. Okay, so with two guys, makeup. Can you tell us a funny moment that happened maybe while writing it?
So it's just funny, like writing, because they're like older guys too.
Right,
So
okay.
it's funny to sit down and write with two older guys and be like,
About that,
they're looking at you solely because they're like makeup references,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm running low on some ideas, like I'm searching y'all, and they're just like. So
Now
that
they're
was
probably
really
too
fun.
knowledgeable on it then.
Oh,
I'm sure
very,
they're
yeah.
just like, oh, are you wearing that palette? I'm sure they know it all now at this point.
For real, yeah. They had a little bit of an education. That was a whole nother
Was it,
lesson,
right.
like in that write session.
Well, we're so excited to hear that song now that especially we kind of got like a little
Inside
sneak
scoop.
peek of it, inside scoop. But speaking of your music, you're going to be performing not one but two songs for us. Which songs are you going to be performing?
So makeup, and then also the current single, Take It Now.
Yay! Okay, so we're gonna set up for that performance right now. You guys do not go anywhere. But first, we're gonna air one of your OG music videos.
Yes.
We're gonna throw it back. A little flashback Friday.
This
We'll
was
be right-
before I had my license.
Oh,
Fun
yes.
fun fact.
Hence why I was not driving in the music video.
Okay.
Interesting.
There you go. Now
All right,
you
we'll
know.
be right back. Don't go anywhere.